Awkward scenes, embarrassing prosthetics, and Jennifer Coolidge's very real reservations. Unsurprisingly, The White Lotus is just as exciting behind the scenes. The White Lotus fans were excited when Parks and Recreation star Aubrey Plaza decided to join the show for its second season. Plaza stars as Harper, a lawyer vacationing in Sicily with her husband Ethan, his college friend Cameron, and Cameron's wife Daphne. After arriving at the resort, tensions start to arise as Harper quickly realizes that she dislikes her husband's friends. Throughout the season, Harper's judgmental tendencies ruffle more than a few feathers. But what fans may not know is that Plaza hilariously caused some chaos off-screen too. While filming The White Lotus, Plaza pulled some pretty extravagant pranks on her co-stars, which he referred to as a Charlie Kaufman experiment during an interview with GQ. At one point, she collected all the diffusers scattered around the hotel and arranged them into a creepy pattern in the dressing room of co-star Adam DeMarco, who played Albie. Of Plaza's antics, DeMarco told GQ, "I was definitely questioning my reality for a while there. I didn't know who to trust. It was like Murder on the Orient Express. Everyone was the murderer." The Child's Play star even went so far as to mess up her own dressing room to deflect blame, convincing the other actors that she had nothing to do with the pranks. The setting of The White Lotus Season 1 is utterly breathtaking. Shot on location at the Four Seasons Resort in Maui, episodes feature pristine blue water, fluffy white beaches, and picturesque palm trees. While the setting was undeniably beautiful, the location could actually get pretty distracting at times. For instance, Natasha Rothwell, who plays Belinda in the show's first season, revealed that some of Maui's features often made it difficult to concentrate when the cameras were rolling. The actor recounted a particular scene she filmed on a boat alongside Jennifer Coolidge, who plays an extremely wealthy guest named Tanya. During the scene, Tanya scatters her mother's ashes off the side of the boat.
"I brought my mother's ashes with me, so I could spread them in the ocean."
However, while filming, Rothwell found herself becoming distracted by the fascinating sea life surrounding them, including some whales. As Rothwell told The Hollywood Reporter, "I'm trying to be in the scene, but there's a whale breaching, and it was just magical. It was unreal." Season 2 of The White Lotus is filled to the brim with actions that may or may not have secret meanings. One of the most fascinating examples of this is when Cameron, played by Theo James, kisses his former college roommate Ethan, played by Will Sharp, on the cheek. The cheek kissing adds some depth to Cameron and Ethan's relationship, which is extra fun given the fact that the first one was actually improvised. In an interview with Variety, Sharp revealed that the cheek kisses weren't planned, recalling, "Those party scenes were actually very loosely scripted. It was really improvisatory, and they would cut it in the edit and use the most helpful bits." There has been a lot of speculation about why Cameron kisses his friend so often. On Reddit, some people are convinced that they're more than just friends, which might explain why Ethan and his wife Harper don't have sex. But Sharp has a different interpretation of the action, telling Variety, "I think it's Cameron's way of being playful and sexually voracious and showing who's boss in this weird way. It's like a micro power play." Jennifer Coolidge's character, Tanya, an alcoholic grieving the recent death of her mother, instantly became a fan favorite. The actor's performance in The White Lotus was so well received that it earned Coolidge her first ever Emmy Award in 2022. But what some people may not know is that Coolidge's iconic performance as Tanya almost didn't happen. In an interview with The Guardian, the actor revealed, "I was really affected by the pandemic. I was reading tragic news stories on a daily basis. I knew people who lost their lives and was convinced we wouldn't make it through. I wasn't thinking about work because I didn't think we'd be alive." Things changed, however, when creator Mike White called her up and said he'd written a role for her. Coolidge was surprised when White told her that they'd be filming right away and that she needed to hop on a plane to Hawaii. However, Coolidge wasn't so sure, telling The Guardian, "I'd been gorging and self-destructing at home for months, eating pizza all day. There was no way I wanted to be on film." Despite her reservations about the project, the Legally Blonde star eventually signed up and ended up becoming one of the show's standout characters. The fact that Coolidge almost turned down her role in The White Lotus makes her performance all the more special, as she told The Guardian, "I can't tell you how close I came to ruining this whole thing for myself."
So let's have fun, okay?
The White Lotus can get pretty risque at times. After all, the show features honeymooning couples and extramarital affairs aplenty. It might come as a surprise then that the show's writer and creator, Mike White, isn't the biggest fan of shooting these intimate moments. In an interview with NPR, White admitted, "There were definitely times on this shoot that I was like, what have I got myself into? My threshold for awkwardness is very low." Luckily for him, the show's actors were uninhibited, which made the entire filming process much easier. As the enlightened writer told NPR, "That was new terrain for me. It just felt like it was important because it really is baked into the narrative." In Season 1 of The White Lotus, Steve Zahn's character, neurotic dad Mark Mossbacker, has a full frontal nude scene. Fearing that he has testicular cancer, he shows his wife, Nicole, played by Connie Britton, his symptoms. Zahn actually wore a prosthetic penis for the shoot and got to approve the appendage himself. Despite being shocked by the scene, Zahn told GQ, "It's so abrupt. The way Mike White did it was just great. It's like bam, first episode. So HBO, isn't it?" Season 2 of The White Lotus is also filled with wild and shocking moments. One of the most surprising scenes is the one in which Cameron gets naked. After the episode aired, viewers quickly took to Twitter to discuss whether or not Theo James was wearing a prosthetic penis on screen. Fans finally got their answer when James revealed that, like Zahn in Season 1, he was actually wearing a prosthetic. Joking about the size of the fake appendage, James said on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon,
"The thing is ginormous, and me and the director, Mike White, are sitting there going, that's average, is it?"
In the second season of The White Lotus, Haley Lou Richardson plays Portia, Tanya's Gen Z assistant. Quickly, Portia's colorful, idiosyncratic outfits became one of the most discussed things about The White Lotus each episode. Many fans have critiqued the outfits, with one Twitter user writing, "Portia gave us one cute outfit, now she's back to dressing like a Polly Pocket doll who lost half her luggage." Another user painfully noted, "Portia's outfits always look like a toddler got dressed and demanded to wear very random and specific things together." Alex Bovard, who has served as the costume designer for both seasons of The White Lotus, revealed that there is a reason Portia dresses the way she does. In an interview with People, she explained, "My inspiration was from research online, Instagram, and also in person at coffee shops and other hangouts in the kind of neighborhoods Portia would live in Los Angeles, like Highland Park. There's nothing like actually going to the places my characters would actually exist in and soaking up the fashion." Meghann Fahy, who plays Cameron's wife Daphne in Season 2 of The White Lotus, has quickly risen to fan favorite status since making her debut on the show. What some fans might not know is that Fahy was originally gunning for the role of Rachel in Season 1 of The White Lotus, which ultimately went to Alexandra Daddario. She was undoubtedly disappointed about not getting the role, but Fahy admitted that it was probably the right choice, telling Women's Wear Daily, "The thing that creator Mike White does so well is that he always casts the perfect person. And you watch the show and you're like, I can't imagine that being anyone else. He just has a knack for knowing exactly who the person is." In Season 1 of The White Lotus, Mark discovers that his late father was gay. This is an interesting narrative arc for Mark, but more than that, it actually bears similarities to creator Mike White's own life.
He had two lives. He had his family, and then he had another life.
His dad, Mel White, was an evangelical pastor who ghost wrote for figures such as religious broadcaster Pat Robertson and evangelist Billy Graham. Due to his association with right-wing politics, it probably came as a surprise to many when Mel came out as gay in 1993. He subsequently became an activist and wrote a book called Stranger at the Gate: To Be Gay and Christian in America. Mike White is clearly close with his father. After winning the Emmy Award for Outstanding Directing for a limited series for the first season of The White Lotus, he gave a shout-out to his parents, saying, "I love my parents. My mom let me be the weird kid that I wanted to be, and my dad, who's struggling right now, thank you so much for letting me honor him tonight." Season 1 of The White Lotus was shot under the restrictive umbrella of COVID-19. And while that likely came with a lot of frustrating red tape, it also had its benefits. As Alexandra Daddario explained to Forbes, "It was amazing to get to do what I love to do with such incredible people, and I think the focus on health and the world around us made us appreciate what we were doing so much more." Daddario also noted that the entire cast was forced to lean on each other when times got tough during the shoot, telling Forbes, "There was gratitude and also the pain of being quarantined from family and friends, so we all supported each other and helped each other while also feeling immense joy and gratitude." Appreciation for her castmates wasn't the only thing that Daddario developed during the pandemic. She revealed that after wearing mostly sweats and pajamas for more than a year, getting to wear glamorous outfits on The White Lotus was a real treat. She explained, "I have a newfound appreciation for style and getting dressed up." When it comes to The White Lotus, part of the fun is that each season takes place in a new location. Rumor has it that Season 3, which has already been ordered by HBO, will take place somewhere in Asia. In October 2022, Mike White told Deadline, "I think it'd be fun to maybe go to a whole different continent. You know, we did Europe and maybe Asia, something crazy like that. That would be fun. Costume designer Alex Bovaird seemed to agree with White, telling People, "I've seen in interviews that Mike has said he has his eye on somewhere in Asia for season 3, so I'll just say somewhere like Japan." While there's no concrete info on the White Lotus season 3 just yet, there's some reason to believe that Connie Britton may be reprising her season 1 role as Nicole. The Friday Night Lights star told Deadline, "Mike White wanted me to be in the second season, and there was an idea that I loved for the character. Our intention is to do it in the third season. A piece of casting didn't work in the second season. I would love to see a spin-off on every character in that show." If the White Lotus keeps on earning rave reviews, there's no telling how many seasons we might end up with.